Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's time for the Thursday afternoon, just before Friday, Monday morning podcast. And I'm checking in on you. I'm just checking in on you. I really need to check in on you, at least half of you. A little less than half. Oh, Jesus. Make sure you guys are all right. There's a lot of crying going on out there. Jesus fucking Christ. I've never seen so many fucking adults crying in my life. What is with all the fucking crying? I get it. Your person didn't win, but Jesus Christ. You're making the left look horrible. Oh, I'm going to Canada. I love this shit where people are like threatening, like Cher. Cher goes, if Trump wins, I'm going to go to Canada. It's like, who gives a fuck? You know? I didn't even know you were still here. Look, I'm not saying I'm happy. I wasn't happy with either one of these people, all right? But the level of fucking arrogance of celebrities during all of this shit was just at such a whole other level. Do you realize how fucking arrogant you are that you're making this, you're threatening that if your candidate doesn't get in, you're going to leave the country, and your ego is so fucking big. You think somebody's going like, well, I want to vote for Trump, but if he gets elected, we lose Cher. I got you, babe. The fuck out of here. Her and Barbara Streisand, really? You're going to leave fucking Malibu to go live in Manitoba? Really? You fucking... Go ahead and do it. I'll give you $40 for your house. That ought to get you 9,000 fucking acres up there. Go on, go move up to Yellowknife. The dumbest shit. But I literally think like that's the level of ego that you have to have as like an actor, a comedian or something like that, literally to, I mean, I guess I talk about it, but I fuck around, I trash people. I never told you guys who to vote for or whatever. I just trashed them both. I tried to evenly, but that fucking level that people take it to where they just start, I was on Conan last night, which was a really difficult show to do last night because, people are like fucking stunned out here. They can't believe it. As they can't believe it in San Francisco, Berkeley, fucking New York City and all that type of shit. So it was kind of weird. It was like going on like right after a funeral, I felt. So, but I really think, this is just my own opinion. What do you guys think about celebrities endorsing a candidate? Because I think the candidates, they also kind of reach out to people a little, like I've never understood that. Like, why would I be like, who are some of the people, some of the fucking people that have done it? Like, I just don't understand. It's, I was going to vote this way, but the guy from My Three Kings told me to do, or the movie where he tries to get the Sky Miles. The guy who did the movie about this guy getting the Sky Miles is telling me this should be the person to lead the free world. I got a lot of feelings on gun control, but let me check in with Sean Penn first, see what he has to say. The level of fucking arrogance that you have to have. I don't know, it's a fine line because it's like, all right, well, it's good that they're involved politically. But like, there's a lot that once you're famous, then they're actually going to put a camera on you. And then you're going to start talking. It's the same thing. It's when you become a huge fan of your team. You're a big fan of your team, right? And, you're always sitting up in the nosebleeds. And then all of a sudden you get a part on a sitcom. And then they got you sitting down there. And then your team's doing well. And next thing you know, they're sticking the microphone in the face of an actor. Right? To be or not to be. Hey, what do you think Buffalo has to do here in the second half? Well, I'd like to see him checking down a little bit. It's like, I don't understand. I mean, you know what? In defense of celebrities, regular people do the same thing on the news, and they get away with it because you don't know what their names are. You see it all the time on these, when you watch the news, if you ever watch the news, they always go, we went out on the street to ask people what they thought about this new Target that's going up. I think it's going to take away jobs. I just think the downtown area, we don't need that. There's always that fucking person, right? So maybe that's what it is. That person is no different than any of those other people. It's just, I don't know. I think once you get to a certain level, you kind of need to gracefully shut the fuck up. All right. Having said that, can anybody explain to me why they're making such a big deal about the transition of power here, as far as, we hope that it's going to be graceful. We hope that it's going to be when Obama came in, George Bush was very gracious. He was very blunt. They all were my entire life. I've never, Reagan didn't knock on the White House door and Jimmy was just like, hey, get the fuck out of here. We don't want any. There's literally cameras on. That's another thing too. There's cameras filming you as this transition happens. Everybody's always, you're going to be gracious. They know, well, they don't like each other. This one's going to be particularly fucking weird, considering the sizable, overtly racist individuals that, I don't know what the fuck they were hearing, but they gravitated towards Trump. So considering, Barack being the first black president to now let this guy in who, I don't know, according to people I hear, I haven't even fucking looked it up, was endorsed by the Klan. This is just fucking nuts. Well, that's it. That was the end. It's the end, and now it's over, and now everybody can fucking move on. And, I did Conan last night. I think it went as well as it could have gone. And then, of course, I got people giving me shit. I was trying to say, look, whoever's president, it's not really going to affect my fucking day to day. Then, of course, yeah, it's because you're a fucking white guy. It's like, I get it. But your day to day, this is supposed to be uplifting, by the way. All right. Knowing full well that the world isn't fair. Okay? And that some people start way closer to the finish line than others. That's just how it is. All right? And there's advantages and disadvantages to that. If you got to run further, you always think that other guy, oh yeah, he's all he's got to do is just fucking go right from there to there. Right? And you see all these fucking rich kids, they got drug fucking problems because they have no worries in life. They're fucking rudderless and all that type of shit. Everybody wants to think if you're filthy, stinking fucking rich that you just skip around and your life is fucking awesome. I've done enough corporate gigs to see that there's not a lot of happiness over there. They're fucking weird. Really rich people, I got to tell you, out in Malibu, Nia always wants to go out to Malibu. She loves the fucking beach. And we go out there and there's fucking, these seaside restaurants and shit, which are cool. It's great. You fucking watch people surfing. It's awesome. You go out, you have a couple of crab legs and then you get the fuck out of there. But there's a mall over there. All right. The Malibu Mall, whatever the fuck. You go over there and I'm just telling you, the people over there, I cannot put my finger on it. They are fucking weird. Really rich people, there's some sort of fucking disconnect. I don't know what's going on with them. I said it to Nia. I go, what the fuck is with these people? There's no vibe. There's no laughing. What's going on here? And she goes, they're bored. I think that's what it is. I don't know. I did gigs, way back in the day. I did some gigs out on the Hamptons. Another place with like super rich people, and they're just fucking weird. They sit there and they all look at each other. They're looking you up and down. Like I showed up and immediately they were just like, all right, this guy's in here for the day. He's a day tripper. Look at his fucking sneakers. Look at his fucking orange afro. Nobody with red hair makes it in this world. Before they met Donald Trump. How the fuck did he go from a brunette to fucking looking like me in 7th grade? I don't understand it. Anyways, but yeah, you make your own fucking opportunity. And I think, as depressing as that is, I always looked at that like, I don't know. I always try to see like what the fuck I can do. I just can't believe all the names that I'm hearing now. Jesus Christ. Newt Gingrich, Rudy Giuliani. These fucking guys are coming back. Jesus Christ, that's like that Stallone movie where he took all the fucking action heroes from back in the day, Seagal, and they all got to have one last fucking thing. Unless it's a hit, then we'll make like 3 of them. What was that called? The fucking last gladiator action hero to fucking, I don't know, drink your juice in the hood. What the fuck with the Expendables? Yeah, this is like this is like the Republican Expendables. He's bringing all these guys back. I'm trying to think of another classic name he's got to go for from way back in the day. Somebody didn't die. I don't know, whatever. But you know something? It's over. Get on with your fucking lives. And, there's all these protests at colleges. I don't know what they're protesting. I don't quite get it. It's like there was an election. It was legal. And your person lost. I guess they're just voicing their displeasure with the fact that this guy's in there. I cannot fucking believe that the host of The Apprentice is now president of the United States and that people are this excited and hopeful. Half the country is excited and hopeful. You know what I mean? You know, the most amazing thing ever are broke-ass people that are Republicans. That's the most amazing fucking thing on the planet. So you guys in, guys. He's going to make it great again for you. All right? Please keep checking in on me throughout the years. I want to know how your life individually will become great again. Or this country will become great again, so then your life will be great again. All those fucking people who are galloping sideways. I love how he wants to he doesn't want to have health care, but he wants to build a fucking wall from California to Mexico. How much money is that going to fucking cost? Oh, but the jobs it's going to create. Get the fuck out of here. That's a government job. Do you know bad? All of these fucking, you know something? That's one thing that they'll never police. But that fucking bullshit where these contractors, they get these government jobs to build shit and they charge 10 times the amount that they should. And these politicians just throw the fucking money around and they don't give a fuck. Or they have to do it, whatever the deal is. You know? Like the math on this whole thing. Do you realize like $7 billion was spent to get somebody a job that pays $500,000 a fucking year? You know why? Because I bet it was a bunch of people that build forms, foundations and shit. That's what, they were like, oh man, I got to get that. I got to build the wall, man. Some guy with a fucking rusted out pickup truck. Dude, if I get that fucking job, all our problems are going to be over. I'll be building that for the rest of my life. What a fucking crazy goddamn time. Everybody wondering how the fuck this happened. I think you know what it is people are still digging out of what happened in 2008. And it would have been nice if one of these fucking pussy politicians would have said something about the fucking bankers. I don't know. We will see what happens. But, yeah, boy. Oh, I'll tell you, what was great, though, was when I went to go to the to vote, I fucking I looked through all the fucking propositions, everything. I filled it all out like a fucking old lady. And I went in there, and I was just like, bing, bang, boom, boom, boom. I blew through the whole thing, knew exactly what I wanted to vote for. I actually felt mildly informed this time. So... He just showed up in his own fucking plane. This guy's a gangster. Literally, we shall see. You know what's funny is my wife had on MSNBC. By the way, you know what I was doing during the election? I just kept flipping back and forth to if whoever was losing, I would start watching them. I would put on like CNN. I had on Fox at first in the beginning. And once they started looking like they were winning, and they were surprised. Then I went over to the CNN thing. And then I went down to the Comedy Store and did Doug Stanhope's live podcast. And that was the most amazing election I've ever fucking seen. It was riveting. 4 hours. It never got boring. And as much as I don't like Trump, I didn't like Hillary either. I have to say, watching people crying, White people. I would say white people. If I see somebody of color crying, I'm like, oh, Jesus, this is brutal. But just somebody white crying, it's like, I'm still white in America. There was just something funny about that to me. Like people hugging and stuff. Blew my mind how many people just still look at Hillary Clinton like she's not a complete dishonest piece of shit. And like the best I could get anybody to say is like, yeah, but they're all like that. All right. Are you guys done? I'm done. Enough with this shit. All right. Let's watch the gracious. The Obamas, they shook hands. They were very gracious. And this is what makes the United States the United States. This peaceful passing of power, and this is what makes the Americas the United States of America. I don't know why this is like such an amazing fucking thing. This is just a different head that's owned by the same, fucking 20 corporations? Oh, Bill, with your hacky conspiracy theory. But isn't it? Isn't that what it is? Well, isn't it? Anyways, let's move on, everybody. Let's move on to a little bit of bread and circus there. So guess what just went on sale, everybody? As of yesterday, promoted it on the Conan show, Conan O'Brien show. The 5th annual Patrice O'Neill Comedy Benefit, as always, at the New York City Center. Tickets are already on sale. Once we pay for the house, all the money goes to his mother and his family. And it's been such a great event that we do every year, and has had an amazing effect on people's lives that he loved. It's been a great thing, and as I've said year after year, the reason why we do it every year is because I always hate when somebody passes, and it's just like you do like that one fucking benefit. Like, okay, here's a sack of loot. I hope this will last you for the next 60 fucking years. We all love Patrice so much that we all decided that we were going to do it every year and make sure that we continued to take care of the people that he was taking care of and the people that he loved. So it is a great cause. It is 100% honest. It's something you can get behind. None of the comedians are going to be dressed in pink. None of that shit. You know, it'll be a great thing. And I'm also doing the Come Home benefit with Dennis Leary, Cam Neely this weekend. And, Jesus. Did fucking Billy Redface buy some cigars? Holy fucking shit. I've never smoked these before, but I'm not going to tell you where I got them. I'll see. I took a picture of them here. I actually left them down in the fucking humidor there. Dude, why is this fucking phone so difficult with me? A reality TV show star, people, with an orange toupee is now going to be the leader of the free world. That's what you did, and half of the country feels good about it. I can't fucking believe it. Oh, Jesus. You know what it is? It's just none of it is really that funny. It's just not funny. The whole thing was just fun. How the fuck... Hey, on the right and the left, people, how the fuck did we end up with those two? How did that happen? I just kept thinking back, but like all the fucking candidates just stunk. God, they stunk. Look at that cutie pie in her camel hair coat. The fuck is she doing? What are you talking about? Sorry, I got on MSNBC here. Where the hell's the goddamn camera here? All right, there it is. There it is. Okay, it's... fuck, it's a blurry goddamn picture. I'm all old. Hoyo del... fuck. I can't read it. I took a blurry picture of it. Then I thought if I zoomed in, it would somehow get better. Wait. Sorry again. The fuck is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Hoyo de Monterrey... No, Monterrey, Siri La Jolla. Apologies to anybody Latino listening to this. 56 ring gauge. It's like a fucking 2-hour smoke. I got a fucking box of those goddamn things, and I'm bringing it to Comics Come Home, and I'm hoping there's going to be some cigar smokers there. It's going to be such a great event. Gonna be a great event. So, anyways, I have not been paying attention to shit. Been editing my new fucking special. And I'm probably going to add another fucking stand-up date while I'm out here as I'm waiting for my kitchen to get done, which still is not done. It was supposed to be done by now, but then, we ran into the cloth wiring. So, and then the place we were staying at, the haunted fucking house, the person who owned it came back, so now we're in a hotel. And it has a little kitchen, right? So I keep saying to Nia, it's fucking hilarious. It has this little kitchen, and it has pots and pans, but it has no spatula, had nothing that you could fucking cook with. It's hilarious. They just had, like, the pans. And so I was like, oh, I see that fucking game plan. They're going to act like there's a kitchen, and they're not going to give me any fucking shit, They're going to have a couple of props. This looks like a goddamn, like, sitcom kitchen. They got a couple of glasses up front, and then there's, like, nothing else. Even, like, the cereal bowls are, like, so fucking shallow. It's like a deep plate, You pour a little bit of milk in, it's already going over the sides. So I drove back to my house and got all my fucking tongs and spatulas and all that type of shit. And now I'm viewing it like I'm going to try to beat them at their own game, right? Because, staying in a hotel is fucking expensive, right? So Nia keeps wanting to order goddamn room service. And I keep saying to her, I was like, Nia, every time we eat in the kitchen, all right, the terrorists lose. Okay, this is a victory for us. I have not enjoyed food the way I have. When you're in a fucking hotel and you actually buy food, and start cooking up. I made eggs the other day, right? Simple shit. Just filling myself up. I still got that fucking elk that Rogan gave me. I made a little American chop suey with that shit. And I don't know, my wife, she's telling me, right, let's go downstairs. I'll meet you downstairs, They just love, like, women are hilarious. They just love the whole scene, right? Oh, they got like a fountain down there, and you sit in a sunny area, and they have like a little tent. It's nice. Why don't you want to come down? They just wear you down. And you're just like, Chris, it's like fucking $9 zillion for fucking eggs. I know, but it's nice. Like, oh, fuck. All right. Fine. All right, here we go. The NHL. This is what I was trying to get to. We got the Columbus Blue Jackets over there. The Boston Bruins. Maybe I can finally watch a fucking game. Maybe I got the fucking NHL network here. Something. I don't fucking know. I don't even know who the fuck's on our team. All I know is our first line. As far as I remember was Marchand, Bergie, and Pasternak, and I don't know what the fuck else is on the thing. Bruins forwards, D. Moore, no idea. Patrice Bergeron. Backers we had last year, David Krejci, Brad Marchand. Bolesky's back. Nash, I don't know who the fuck that is. Jimmy Hayes, Ryan Spoda. T. Schaller, no idea. Pasternak. Zarnik, no idea. And I don't know anybody else. We got Miller, Chara, McQuaid. Okay, both Millers, Krug's back. Both Millers are back, Krug's back. McQuaid, Chara. I don't know, dude. We never fucking recovered, man. Whatever that fucking move was to free up all the salary cap money, I mean, we just basically imploded the team. We're 2 years into this shit. I don't know. It just seems like it's the same as like last year as far as like the level that we're at, where we're going to, I don't know. Joe Bartnick said it best. He goes, you did the worst fucking thing you could do is you missed the playoffs on the last day. So you lost all the playoff revenue, and then you didn't suck. So you could be like fucking, Toronto and have a shot at someone like, Austin Matthews, Whatever the fuck are you going to do? As long as the Canadians don't win it, I'm happy. I'm a happy fucking guy. All right, let's read a little bit of advertising here, and then I'm going to give you my predictions for a Trump presidency. What's going to change, how he's going to make it great. He's going to make it great again. All right, Legacy Box, everybody. This is this is the greatest fuck in the world, the Legacy Box. No, Legacy is like passed down, right? He's a legacy. All right, when was the last time you watched home movies, your home movies? if you're like most Americans, there's a box in your closet of videotapes, film reels, and photos that don't get watched or taken out. Worse, they are actually deteriorating. Introducing Legacy Box, a simple and affordable way to get your recorded moments digitally preserved on a DVD or thumb drive. Here's how it works. Load Legacy Box with your old tapes, films, pictures, and audio recordings and send it back. You'll get them back in a couple of weeks on DVD or a convenient thumb drive, ready to watch, share, and relive. That's pretty cool. Just make sure if you did a personal porno, you don't accidentally send that. Legacy Box takes care of everything and provides updates at every step of the process. That's why over 250,000 families have used them. The Huffington Post, Boo, Parents Magazine, USA Today, and The View are all talking about Legacy Box. Even Disney has trusted Legacy Box to digitize their media. And for a limited time, go to legacybox.com/burr to get 40% discount on your order. That's legacybox.com/burr. One more time, legacybox.com/burr. With everyone gathered for the holidays, now is the perfect time to share all those old photos and cassettes and home videos. Go to Legacy. We got it! Legacybox.com/burr to get 40% off your fucking discount on your Legacy Box. Did I mention it's Legacy Box? All right, Joe Rogan's company, everybody. On it! On it has a new product. It's called emulsified MCT oil. MCT oil is one of the fastest sources of clean fuel for the body and the brain. It's one of the best ways to power up your performance or kickstart a weight management program. There's lots of MCT oil brands out there. Are there? I've never heard of it. But there's none like emulsified MCT oil from Onnit. Available in 3 delicious flavors. Oh, the Billy Redface flavors. Coconut, vanilla, and strawberry. Coconut head, vanilla skin, strawberry pubes. Emulsified MCT oil mixes like a cream easily in your morning coffee without the need for a blender. No mess, no cleanup. You can even mix it into your favorite foods. Right now, if you go to onnit.com/burr, you can get Onnit's emulsified MCT oil for 12% off. That's Onnit, ONNIT.com/Bill to get emulsified MCT oil for 12% off. And for any reason, if you don't like it, they'll give you your money back. No questions asked. You've got nothing to lose. Go to onnit.com now and get on it. All right. Oh, Jesus, one of our favorite. Look who's back. It's old Zip. Are you hiring? Well, are you? Do you know where to post your job to find the best candidates? Posting your job in one place, well, that isn't enough to find quality candidates. If you want to find the perfect hire, you need to post your job on all the job sites. And now you can with Zip. Fruitup.com. You can post your job to 100-plus job sites, including social media networks like Facebook and Twitter, all with a single click. Find candidates in any city or industry nationwide. Just post once and watch your qualified candidates roll into ZipRecruiter's easy-to-use interface. No juggling emails or calls to your office. Quickly screen the candidate, rate them, and hire the person fast. Find out today why Zip has been used by over 1 million businesses. And right now, my listeners can post jobs to Zip for free by going to ZipRecruiter.com/burr. That's ZipRecruiter.com/burr. One more time. Hey, ZipRecruiter.com/burr. All right. I guess we got a few more to go here, but let's, I'll break them up here. You know, there's no fucking way you want to listen to me do 6 of these in a row. Breaking news, Trump and Obama meeting at the White House. Look at this fucking lady. Just moving her fucking arms around, talking. Shut the fuck. I mean, I got a lot of nerve telling people to shut up. This is, you know something, why is the right so fucking crazy? What is wrong with you guys? Jesus Christ. You picked a reality show TV star? That's who the fuck you picked? Then you picked George W. Bush. Can you give me a guy? You know, this is what kills me about you dumb fucks over there. I lean right a lot. I lean left too. Sometimes I'm liberal, sometimes I'm conservative. But for fuck's sakes, can you get me a guy that can give a speech?
Can you give me a guy that can give a speech? Can you give me a guy that can give a speech? Can you give me a guy that can give a speech? Can you give me a guy that can give a speech? Can you give me a guy that can give a speech? Can you give me a guy that can give a speech? Can you give me a guy that can give a speech? Can you give me a guy that can give a speech? Can you give me a guy that can give a speech? Can you give me a guy that can give a speech? Can you give me a guy that can give a speech? Can you give me a guy that can give a speech? Can you give me a guy that can give a speech? Can you give me a guy that can give a speech? Can you give me a guy that can give a speech? Can you give me a guy that can give a speech? Can you give me a guy that can give a speech? Can you give me a guy that can give a speech? Can you give me a guy that can give a speech? Can you give me a guy that can give a speech? Can you give me a guy that can give a speech? Can you give me a guy that can give a speech? Can you give me a guy that can give a speech? Can you give me a guy that can
You haven't done it since Herbert Walker Bush. He gave a great speech. I like that guy. I had no fucking beef with that guy. Now I'm going to go from for fucking 8 years, right? I didn't like everything that Obama did, but you have to admit, even you fucking racist cunts got to admit, that guy was phenomenal speaker. Phenomenal speaker. He's fucking hilarious. He wasn't an embarrassment to hear the world talking. Now we're going to have fucking Trump. Jesus Christ. It's unbelievable. I got a lot of nerve because I actually like Bernie Sanders. Watching that guy give his speech, Jesus Christ, it was like he was at a town meeting. His fucking hands flapping all over the place. You know what? I don't know if there wasn't a right choice in this one. There really wasn't. All right, now the Marines. Look at them. Those are the two best guys in the world. How do they got to have, now how the fuck do they do that? Where they face each other, they pause for a second, right? And then at the same time, they both fucking, they salute. You know what I mean? It's like, you ever listen to Led Zeppelin and then they all just fucking, they're playing, and then the song just stops. And then they come back in again, and sometimes it's on time, sometimes it isn't. It's because, somebody just, it's a look. They give somebody a look, and then boom. You look at these fucking Marines, they don't give each other a look. They still brought their fucking hand up at the same time. There's got to be some sort of Marine little wiggle with an eyebrow. Granted, we are like 40 yards away with the camera, and then I'm sitting in a fucking hotel room. I wonder what the fucking audition was to get that gig. How many fucking doors did you have to open like perfectly to be there? There's got to be some proud mom out there. That's my son. He's going to open the door. When was the last time a president with a toupee was president? They've all had full heads of hair. All had full heads of hair. Hey, ladies, who's going to be the next lady president? I mean, the first one, I should say. Do you think Hillary's done? Do you think she has enough pantsuits for another run? I don't know. I just hope she goes to a chiropractor and gets her fucking neck fixed, because I don't know. She was like a baby. When babies can't hold their heads up, she kind of was fucking flopping all around. I love the pantsuit, though. You know what I mean? If I was a fucking chick of a certain age, you know what I mean? I had the kids already, I shut down the park, if you know what I mean, Hot flashes are over, right? Wally World's closed for renovations, then you got to rock the fucking pantsuit. You got to get the shorter fucking hair. Like, I don't give a shit anymore, My husband's old. What's he going to do? He ain't going anywhere. And you go out, right? You get the Ellen DeGeneres haircut. And you go out and you get a fucking pantsuit. Walk around in some flatties. For once in your life, you're fucking concerned about your own comfort. Oh, man. You know what? If I was Hillary, my next fucking move is, you remember when Johnny Carson had his own line of fucking sport coats? I would have my own line of fucking pantsuits, right? But you get people like Rihanna, people in the prime of their fucking life that like walking around half naked, and they somehow, turn the pantsuit. Who the fuck is good looking enough in their 20s to make the fucking pantsuit come back? I don't mind the pantsuit. When I was coming up, the fucking, Rhoda had them, Mary Tyler Moore had them, you know what I mean? And they were fucking young broads. So I was sitting there as a little fucking fireballed fucking freckled jerk off. And I would watch all of those fucking Charlie's Angels. They used to wear them. Farrah Fawcett killed the fucking pantsuit. But the pantsuit back then was sort of like their version of the John Travolta suit. You know what I mean? It was just a bunch of rayon and no condoms in the 70s. And that's how we ended up where we're at. That's why the fucking roads are so goddamn filled up. Oh, Jesus. The sound down on MSNBC right now, just looking at the looks on people's faces. I don't know why this shit is so funny to me, because I am not thrilled with this guy being president. But seeing people disappointed and crying on television, past, obviously, if somebody they love died or something like that, I don't laugh at that shit. But like I told you guys, way back in the day when The Biggest Loser was on, And those fat people would just start crying about how they couldn't stop eating hamburgers and shit. It just fucking always, I mean, I wanted them to lose weight and shit, but there's something fucking hilarious about people crying. Adults crying. I don't know why. It's probably me being a walled off, I'm not that fucking walled off, right? I can get choked up with the best of them. But if I did it, I expect people to laugh at me. This is when you know you have too much news coverage. I'm sitting here watching this Marine opening and closing a door, and these fucking nerd guys from the press keep walking in and out of the shot. Look at this. There's a lady right now. She's backing up to take a picture with her cell phone of I don't know what. Now the Marine's opening the door. She walks out. You know what? It was actually great that she was in there just to see who the fuck just walked out of the place. What was that, like his cousins or something? That's such a weird gig. Does that mean you're a good Marine? That they make you like the fucking bellhop of the White House? At the end of the day, I mean, you went through all of that fucking training. You can snap somebody's neck, right? You can fucking shoot somebody from 200 yards away. And then, what's your detail? You're going to open and close the back door at the White House. And then what? Nah, that's it. You're going to be dressed in your formals. You're going to have your whites on. And you're just going to stand at fucking attention. Dude, there's no way that anybody can do that. There's got to be like 2-hour shifts. How long can you just stand there that fucking straight? Yeah, but he's also got to be if some lunatic comes fucking running up this. Remember that guy jumped over the fucking fence and just ran up? And he actually got into the fucking White House. That was unbelievable. That's when I really realized like how not important the president was. Once again, they don't even lock the door. Do you understand that fucking asshole who jumped over that gate and ran up to the White House? Do you realize that guy got further into the White House than he would have got into my house? My door's locked. Then he ran down the hall. He gave a head fake and he broke the ankles of some Secret Service guy, right? Like Iverson did to Jordan when he first came into the league. And he went right, he got like, he zigged instead of zagged. And that was the only reason why he didn't just fucking get in there. It's really not funny, but, the fact that nothing happened, it's kind of fucking hilarious. Jeez, look at this guy with his pea soup green fucking tie, just pointing and all that type of stuff. He's fucking, jeez, everybody thinks they're making a point, including me. Why don't I read the last few of these things here? All right. Wink, pronounced wink. It's W-I-N-C. All right. Finding a great new wine is tough. That's why I've been telling you all about our sponsors at Club W. Club W. I wouldn't even vote for Trump. And how they make it so easy to get wine personalized to your palate and delivered right to your door. And here's a little update we have for you. Club W. Oh, Jesus, what are we going to do now? This country's fucked. Is now called Wink. That's spelled W-I-N-C. A new name and an improved look. But here's the important part. It's still the same amazing wine company introducing you to new wines you'll love. Wink works directly with winemakers and growers from all over the world to create delicious wine delivered and deliver it right to your door. Wink's 100% satisfaction guarantee means if you don't like a bottle they send you, they'll replace it with the bottle you'll love. No questions asked. You don't just get sent random bottles. Wink is a personalized wine membership that recommends wines specifically for you based on the results of your palate and profile quiz. You can also rate all of the wine you receive from Wink, so they learn about you with every order and constantly personalize the wine they send. Sign up for Wink right now and gain immediate insider access to the best fine wine from all over the world. Find out for yourself why yours truly and thousands of other satisfied wine lovers. I don't love wine. I drink whiskey. Why do they always make me do that? I like booze. If you're into wine, drink the fucking wine. Gives me a brutal fucking hangover. Why do you think they switched it from Club W? I always liked it. Club W, you watch the Cubs, they all love me. But they only love me when they win. I can't understand it. That's the best part. Wink is offering my listeners 20% off right now when you go to trywink.com, TRYWINC.com/burr. All right? They'll even cover the shipping. Hey, ladies, you know you love the wine. Think about it. You'll get fine wine personalized to your palate, delivered right to your door. Try Wink and get $20 off and a complimentary shipping right now when you go to trywink.com/burr. That's trywinc.com. All right. Helix, you're unique. You don't walk like anyone else. You don't talk like anyone else or sleep like everyone else. So why is your mattress one size fits all? Well, because the average height is about 5'9". You know, probably that's the reason. Most part, we all have arms and legs, a fucking head on top, and a torso. So there's, why are all bicycles looking the same? All right. Because that's where your fucking feet go. And your hands go up there and this, Because a truly, I guess I was wrong. Because a truly customized mattress will cost you $5,000 to $10,000 until now. Go to helixsleep.com, answer a few simple questions, and they'll run a 3D biomechanical model of your body through the proprietary algorithms? I don't know. They develop with the help of they'll make you a fucking mattress that fits your body. The result is the most comfortable mattress you've ever slept on. Isn't that right, sir? Sir? Oh, he's already asleep. That's right. I have a random person sleeping in here. Helix customers report a 30% improvement in overall sleep quality. And for couples, they customize each side of the mattress. Your mattress arrives at your door in about a week, and shipping is 100% free. That's why everyone from GQ magazine to Forbes are all talking about Helix Sleep. You have 100 nights to try it out. If you don't like it, they'll pick it up for free. Gross! And give you a 100% refund. No questions asked. Go to helixsleep.com/burr to get $50 off your order. That's helixsleep.com/burr. One more time. Hey! helixsleep.com/burr. Is this the last one? Oh, the last one. I'm going to end with a little song here, people, to brighten your spirits. Boop, boop, me undies. You elected Donald Trump. Me undies. Everybody take a dump. They're nice and soft like his toupee. Your balls are dry and you say, hey, what the fuck did we just do? It was either the Klan or the Clam. Ba-da-ba-doo-boo. That was your selections this year. The Klan or the Clam. MeUndies. Picture a world where putting a new pair of underwear isn't just fresh. You're stepping into a better day. Think about it. Underwear is the first thing you put on and the last thing you take off, unless you're a fucking weirdo. Why would you settle for anything less than the best feeling underwear on the planet? MeUndies focuses solely on producing the most comfortable underwear you've ever experienced. Well, that's what you do. You make underwear. What would you be doing? What else would you be doing? Huh? Making dioramas? My friends at MeUndies, these people I've never hung out with who are somehow my friends, sent me a few pairs a while back, and now I can't imagine wearing anything else. That is a lie. I'm not even wearing them right now, okay? But what they sent me were comfortable, except for the Greg Louganis cut. All right, was riding up on my balls there. It wasn't even that. I could not wear them in front of my wife. She was just dying laughing at me as I was walking by. You know what I should have done? You know that fucking crazy things that Olympic swimmers do? You know, where they bend over and then they just start fucking moving their arms like propellers? I'm going to do that next time. Put on my fucking, my Greg Louganis ones, right? I'm going to put on my swimming goggles when my wife isn't looking. I'll put on one of her fucking head wraps, and I'm just going to come out and do that. All right, sorry. Anyways, for the price of 2 cocktails, MeUndies will deliver your new favorite pair of underwear right to your doorstep. Better day guaranteed. Try them on, and if they're not the most comfortable, best feeling undies you've ever had, they'll refund you and let you keep your first pair for free. Included in the price is the sweet touch. Oh, the sweet caressing touch of Modal, a special fabric made with the best-in-class raw materials that are scientifically proven to be 3 times softer than cotton. These uber cozy undies are also sold exclusively on MeUndies website, where you'll enjoy free shipping in the U.S. and Canada. All right, here's the call to action. Here's the end right here. And for a limited time, everyone in my audience gets 20% off their first order, but you have to go to our special URL, MeUndies.com/burr. With MeUndies Better Day Guarantee, you have nothing to lose. So don't wait any longer. Go to MeUndies.com/burr right now for 20% off your first order. That's MeUndies.com/burr. All right. And that is the Thursday afternoon podcast. And that is the election. All right. It is over. This is the guy that we picked. And just because, your person didn't win, it doesn't mean you got to yell at other people. All right. You know what would be great is if everybody just sort of stopped yelling at each other. Okay. Maybe help each other out. Somebody actually said to me, Obamacare is going to go away. How the fuck am I going to pay for my meds? And that immediately made me think, well, you know what? Why don't regular people just pick up the slack? I don't know how the fuck to do it. What, set something up? Or maybe you just help out one person. What if you're in the prime of your life or you're earning power, whatever, and somebody down the street needs meds? What if you booze a couple less times a fucking month and you hook them up with some money to get their meds? You save you one. And then you won't be as bloated. You won't be drinking as much booze. Why don't just regular people help each other out instead of waiting for these fucking people to do it, because they don't get along with each other? Like when Obama went into office, evidently all the Republicans on the first fucking day in the House, the Senate, or whatever, just basically said, we're just going to disagree with, we're not going to pass anything that this guy says, which is really fucking treasonous behavior, I think. Not saying you got to pass everything the guy says. You do have to keep him in check. But before it even comes down the pipe, you're saying we're not going to fucking work with this guy. I don't know. But you can't ever expect these assholes to ever get along. They act like a bunch of fucking babies. They really are a bunch of babies, the way that they behave. So, but that doesn't mean you have to fucking behave like that. You could be that person who doesn't scream and yell. You could be that person that doesn't talk down to somebody because they don't live near an ocean. Or you could not judge somebody because they do live near the ocean, for whatever fucking reason. The blue states are near the ocean. The other ones are fucking in the middle. And everybody's screaming and yelling at each other. I've gone to all 50 states, and goddamn it, I've met great people out there. I really have. Great food. Great fun. Quit fucking yelling at everybody, and you're going to be all right. Trump's going to be president. For a lot of people, I guess it'll be a good thing. For other people, it's not going to be a good thing. But you know what? You're not going to die. Okay? Get out in front of it. Think something positive. At the end of the day, if you want to get your business going, you're still going to have to do it, even if Obama was still in office, or Hillary got there, or fucking Newt Gingrich, or Rudy Giuliani. At the end of the day, your life is on you. And life is not fair, and people don't have the time to give a shit, And that's how it is. It's unfortunate, but that is how it is. But the second you fucking address that, it's kind of empowering, right? Oh, fuck, I got to handle this shit, And this is coming from a privileged white male. So, oh, go fuck yourselves. All right, that's it, okay? You're just trying to say shit positive. People, what about this? What if this happens? All right, well then quit. Move to fucking Canada with Cher. See if anybody gives a fuck. Anyways, here comes some music, I guess, is what happens now. And then you'll get to listen to some greatest hits before the orange toupee guy. Was he maybe possibly even running for president? Who knows? Hey, who do you think he should pick another reality TV show star for his fucking vice presidency. He should get the guy from Survivor, who gets progressively angrier with every fucking season. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. I don't understand. Like, I stopped watching it years ago because of it. He just red team falling behind. They got to step it up. He just starts fucking yelling at him. He used to be more exciting, happy. I think he's just sick of being out on that island watching people eating bugs. I don't know what his issue is, but he seems to be taking it out on the people there on the island, as they waste away. All right, I'm done babbling. All right, Have a great weekend, you cunts, and I'll see you on Monday.
Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr. It is the Monday morning podcast. Dude, what happened to you yesterday, man? I'll tell you. I was in, where the hell was I? Fort Collins, Colorado. I was performing at Colorado State University, and I was going to do the podcast from there. But every time I went to call up, I couldn't get service. So that's what happened. And right now, I am in Indianapolis because I'm doing Bob and Tom Radio tomorrow morning to hype my gig in Nashville. All right? So I'm on the road this week. In fact, earlier this week, I heard a commercial, you know that Johnny Cash song where he's like, I've been to Tupelo, something, rattling off all these cities. I've been everywhere, man. And I literally yelled, I said, shut the fuck up, Johnny. So have I. So have I. All right? So have a lot of fucking people. And not to mention, the fucking cities he mentioned in that song are just a bunch of cities you wouldn't want to go to anyway. You haven't been everywhere. You fucking redneck. You should have said, I've been to Paris, London, you know what I'm saying? Rome, places people want to go. Not Tupelo, Toledo, Charlestown. Nobody gives a fuck. And what did you do there, Johnny? Maybe that's why you were so fucking angry. Maybe that's why I'm so fucking angry. Because I've been to those goddamn cities too. And you know what I like about them? Let's turn it around here and make it a little more positive. As I go on the 70 East, trying to figure out where the fuck I'm. There we go. There we go. You know what I like about them? Is they don't have enough money to redo their downtown areas. So you get to see what, America used to look like 50 years ago, and I'm not trying to be condescending here. I actually liked it. Architecture was better. Stuff was made out of brick. Everything wasn't like a fucking cheesecake factory and an Applebee's. Every time that's happened to me in my life, I've been on the road. Hey, I go down the front desk. Do you have any place where I can get something healthy to eat? We have an Applebee's. That's their solution. He wants something healthy. What's healthy? Well, you know what healthy is? Healthy is when they wrap the silverware in a napkin. That means you're eating healthy. And you know where they do that? They do it at Applebee's. They do it at Shoney's. Do they? Shoney's, I've never eaten there at Shoney's. There's certain fucking restaurants you just go by, those chains, and for me anyways, let me not speak for you. I don't want to be arrogant here. But for me anyways, some certain restaurants, fast food chains, I literally just look at the sign and it gives me a stomach ache and I can never eat there. And Shoney's is one of them. Steak and Shake is another. One of the two of them, I don't know, maybe I'm combining them. They have like this orange fucking sign that just reminds me of what I'm going to feel like after I eat that shit food. But I'm not always right, because I got to tell you, I avoided the Waffle House like the plague for like a decade on the road. I would just see that yellow sign with those, just that regular typescript Waffle House. And it just, you could just, driving by, you knew how sticky the fucking tables were going to be, how toothless the waitress was going to be, how many convicted felons were going to be. It just wasn't worth it to get fucking waffles. Not to mention I have a great recipe for waffles. But then, you know what? I did the Rich Bitch tour. And the two guys I was on tour with on the Chappelle show one night said, let's go to the Waffle House. And I went in there, and, wasn't that bad. Although I got to admit that it's been so long since I've been there. Whatever they have, their home fried, smothered, covered, and all that stuff, it's fucking gross. You know, I don't mind you punching up the food a little bit or kicking it up a notch. Is that, I was going to say Harold Carmichael. Why the fuck did his name pop? What's that guy's name? Emilio Estevez? What's the name of that chef where he goes, bam! He throws the sugar and everybody goes fucking crazy. Elios. I think the cell phone is affecting my fucking memory. What is his name? Jesus Christ. Emeril. There we go. Emeril Lagasse. Fuck. It's the worst. You know, I was trying to remember the name Screech yesterday from Saved by the Bell, because I was talking about people being able to sell tickets. I couldn't fucking remember his name. I was like, Scratchy, Skippy, Sebastian. I knew it began with an S, some sort of hard consonant afterwards. Screech. Okay, what would you do if you were the parent of a child star? You know, besides steal his money before he turned 18, what the fuck would you do? Especially if I mean, I'll give Screech's parents a break, okay? But I got to say, from here on out, if you put your kid into show business, first of all, you're fucked in the head, all right? You wanted to make it on some level, all right? And secondly, if the kid books the show and his character's name is like Zippy, or, you know, just something you wouldn't name a fucking ferret. If that's what his character's name is, Urkel, you just know he's going to be a fuck-up. Why did I say Urkel? Because he's not a fuck-up. But you know what I'm saying. At that point, you got to stick that kid in drug counseling, you know, when he's still 8 years old. You know, oh, my God. You know what? That would be a great fucking show. You could have Scared Straight for child stars. And what you do is you have whoever the next fucking Hannah Montana is, right? That's another one. Your fucking name rhymes. You're finished. She's going to be on coke on her knees in the bathroom of the Viper Room within 3 years. Wait a minute, but her dad's Billy Ray Cyrus, so he knows. He's been there. I've been there, baby. Okay? You understand? Look at my eyes. Look, see the pain? That is the pain of having a mullet and singing a song called Achy Breaky Heart. I swear to God. No, it was not for 5-year-olds. No, it wasn't. It was for adults. It was for adults, and they fucking loved it, and they bought it, and then one day they figured out it sucked, and then they all acted like they never bought it. And no one would ever come to my shows again, so I cut off my mullet, and I impregnated your mama, and then we had you. Well, now it's your fucking turn to continue the legacy of horrific fucking moments in show business. So this is the show. You basically have former child stars who've done drugs. That dude from The Courtship of Betty's Father. You have the dude, Michael Diamond. No, Michael Diamond. He's in the Beastie Boys. Dustin Diamond. You have him fucking in there. Yeah, you know, you have random Brady Bunch, but they never really did anything. Fucking fags. They never really did anything, just other than linger around. God, what a boring cast of people. Whatever, you just take a bunch of child stars who fucked up, who haven't died yet, and then you bring them in there and you have them just start screaming at whoever the next Urkel is to make sure he's not on drugs. And if I could somehow smooth it out, I think I could sell that show to VH1, right? Stick a former rapper in there, get some hoes, and you got a show. So you might be asking yourself, Bill, you know, you've been doing this podcast for quite a while. You've been driving for quite a while. Aren't you at your hotel yet? No, I am not, because, I don't know. I didn't want to spend the night in Indianapolis, even though I have to do radio tomorrow at 6 in the morning. And I looked, I saw that the Red Wings are playing the fucking Pittsburgh Penguins up in Detroit. The best two teams in the NHL last year. I figured, fuck it. I'll drive up the street. It can't be more than an hour and a half to Detroit. Well, it turns out it's 3 hours, and I already had a fucking car. So, joke's on me. This better be a good fucking game. But anyways, I'm driving along here, so I don't have the questions. So all I can do is just run my fucking mouth this week, which I have done for 9 minutes and 51 seconds. But that also includes the intro. So I talk to that fucking machine every week. All right, so this is that. Yeah, there's a Waffle House. Now I'm driving down the road, and I'm trying to make the decision. The decision that Americans have to make every day in this country. How do I not become a fat fuck? I'm going to tell you, it's very difficult out here. It's very difficult. Where can I eat at here? There's a place called Joe's. There's a throwback. What is this place? Joe's. Joe's Crab Shack. Oh, yeah, that's what I do when I go to the middle of the country. Let me order some seafood. I'm sure that's fresh. The fuck is wrong with you? I'll tell you, we do in Indianapolis. We like sushi. We love it. What do you have? What kind of sushi? What do you have? Trout sushi? some sort of fret. They have catfish sushi out here. We just go down there. We just pull it out of the creek. Why does every moron in my act have a southern accent? I really have to stop that. I'll tell you why. Because every time you get outside of a major city, everybody fucking talks like that. Everybody's got a little bit of a lazy way of speaking. Look at those awful apartments. Every fucking one looking the same, but it's right near a man-made lake. I got to tell you, one of the most depressing things ever for me. Oh, that's nice. We just merged down to 2 lanes. Were there signs? Maybe if I wasn't doing the podcast. Can you imagine if I actually caused one of those horrific highway accidents? Like anybody used to watch that show, Chips? Remember that? Eric Estrada and Larry Wilcox. And they just had them driving down the street on their motorcycles. And once a show, they would literally have a 20 to 30 car pileup, which in all my years of being on the road, I have never fucking seen. And my favorite thing about those pileups, right, was they would last for like a good fucking, 1 minute on television, which basically in real life is like a 5-minute catastrophe. And when everything was all said and done, there's like 25 cars upside down, twisted around. There was always like an oil tanker. And then there was always that last guy. The last guy would always somehow, he'd get air off of cars. Rather than just plowing into them, he would defy physics, and he would somehow get air, shoot up and over everybody. And if you listen to the audio, for some reason, the guy would still be hitting the gas. He's literally in the air, and his car is still going, like he thinks he's going to make it over. I never understood that. Even as a little boy, a little lad watching it. And I'd look at my dad, and I would say, Dad, why did he do that? And he'd be like, shut the fuck up, son. Just shut the fuck up. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver moon. Silver spoon. There it is. I'm telling you, I think the fucking cell phone is affecting my memory. So anyways, let's talk conspiracy theory. Hey, everybody, how about that $700 million bailout? Isn't that awesome? Hasn't it made the country a lot better? These fucking motherfuckers. You know what I realized after 8 years? You know who the Al-Qaeda is? It's the goddamn bankers. You know what I mean? They're more fucking terrorists than anybody. These sons of bitches, you know what they're doing with that money? Have they lowered interest rates so people can get a loan? Fuck no. GM's going under. You know what they're doing with the money? From what I overheard on the radio, is they're using it to buy up other failing banks. Just inching us towards the one world bank. That's what they're using it for. And they have the audacity to raise the interest rates on credit cards to help pay for this mortgage mess. Didn't we just give you $700 billion to get you out of it? I didn't know you were going to keep it so you could buy more assets and then further fuck me in the ass. It's up to 27% on some people's cards. Don't they have some sort of usury laws? Does anybody who's remotely, I want to say majored in economics, does anybody who understands this, at what point, what percentage is usury? They're up to 27%. I mean, back in the day, did the mob even do that? I don't know. They own everybody. That's what I've realized when I've really looked at the whole economy and I've broken everything down. And I realized all the money I've made in this business, how much of it have I ever held in my hand? You know, I take out $100 here, $100 there. I pay everything with a check. I get paid in checks. It's just numbers on a piece of paper. And I kind of realized that even if I own shit, it can still be seized. With the Patriot Act, I can be arrested, not charged, and fucking waterboarded. You know, I realized I'm going to grow a mustache just in case I ever get waterboarded. You know? It's like they're still going to slowly drown me, but I just hate water going up my nose. It's going to grow one of those big fucking 1970s sex symbol mustaches. You know, a Burt Reynolds. You know who's got the best mustache ever? And, of course, I don't know his name. He's a guy who was in the, he was actually in The Big Lebowski. He was the narrator. Sam Elliott. I mean, that guy's mustache, it's fucking ridiculous. Remember when a mustache wasn't cool for like 20 years? But he kept his. His was so fucking cool. You couldn't question his mustache. That's like a man, that's like a fucking panning for gold in the 1840s. Is that when the gold rush was? Anybody listen to this from San Francisco? And you went out there and you sang those awful fucking songs. Oh, my darling, oh, my darling, oh, my darling Clementine. You got the worst fucking name in the world. You must be an ugly bitch. Has there ever been a good-looking woman named Clementine? Do you notice that? There's like hot girl names, like Natasha. I've never seen an ugly girl named Natasha. Yet I've never seen a cool girl named Natasha. I always just see some hot girl who knows she's fucking hot at 8 because her name is Natasha, which ends up making her be really a cunt, to be honest with you. Or is it more about me, that I never had the courage to approach a girl named Natasha? Natasha, that's actually a Brooke. That's a good one. Brooke, Natasha. Not Melissa. Melissa's can kind of be down to earth. There's some sort of offshoot of Melissa that I always noticed was, what the fuck? I don't know. Jesus Christ, is it depressing out here. It is absolutely overcast. I'll tell you, the Midwest during the summertime when all the crops, you know, are waving in the air, you know, makes you proud to be an American. But when you're out here in the beginning of winter, you start to understand crystal meth. I get it now. I understand the anger of Slipknot. I never understood those guys. Like, what the fuck are they so angry about? And then I was in Iowa in, like, February. And I was like, you know what? I get it. I get it. It's like, I don't know. It really fucking affects your mood. This is awful. What are those guys looking for? Guys on the side of the road? They're not. What are those guys? If you're on the side of the road, you're not picking up litter. You know, you're not mowing the grass. You're not waiting to give somebody a ticket, but you still got a little fucking siren on top of your car. It's the neutral one, though. That orange one. That's like the Jan Brady of emergency vehicles. Ooh, look at that, a Super 8 motel with an indoor pool. Huh? Who says this country's in trouble? Wow, they really stepped it up. They're finally living up to that name, Super 8. It was never super when I went to it. There's a Steak and Shake next exit. Oh, this is this part of the country. For those of you who don't travel, this is Steak and Shake, Dairy Queen country. Heartland Resort, camping. Do you know I had a chance to go skeet shooting in D.C., and I got so fucking drunk with Joe DeRosa the night before I couldn't do it. Me and Joe DeRosa, the guy I do Uninformed with, we are not good for each other. That's what I realized. I think when we're by ourselves, we can make good decisions, but when we are hanging out together, don't you got a friend like that? Where after a while, you know, you just have to kind of tap out. I'm not saying I'm not going to be friends with Joe DeRosa anymore. I don't think I can hang out with him anymore. Why are you driving so fucking slow in the left lane with your high-performance muffler? Those high-performance mufflers are ridiculous. Didn't somebody send something in about those being overrated? Do those fool little Asian girls into thinking that you have a fast car? I actually think it's an old guy with white hair. Or is that a baseball cap? It's basically a Honda Civic, early 90s, with a hatchback. It looks like he's got some sort of erector set suspension. You remember that shit? Remember the erector set? That's back when they used to give you toys to try to make you smart. You get like a chemistry set. Can you hear that? Can you hear his car? Wah, 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 wah. We're doing fucking 65. And he sounds like a motorcycle off in the distance, and he's literally fucking 30 yards in front of me. There's some physics major out there doing the math right now to see if I'm following too closely behind. All right, so we're up to 20 minutes. That's not bad. That's not bad. You know, this is how I used to do them. This is like an old school one. Throwback. A fucking throwback. I'm really going to be hating this drive when I come back. Do you realize that I'm such a mate? Why doesn't this guy have a side view mirror? Okay, here we go. And I'm driving by him. And it is, you know what? It was a younger kid. And he had one of those, you know the goatee where you don't have the mustache, but then you have like the really long shit hanging off your chin? It basically says, you know, I'm not wearing a condom. I don't know. Anyways, let's hype my gigs upcoming this week. Okay, if you've enjoyed this podcast and you have a radio, I will be on the Bob and Tom Show tomorrow morning, all across this great country of ours, which is still great if we could get rid of these motherfucking bankers. And I'm going to be hyping my upcoming gig, the next gig on the Uninformed Tour in Zanies in Nashville, Tennessee. On this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Me and Joe DeRosa, two-man show. We're going to be telling some jokes or whatever. And if you came and saw me last year, I wrote a whole new hour, people in Nashville. And listen to this. I want to go skeet shooting. I blew it in D.C. I want to go. I want to learn how to shoot something. That's my next fucking move as I plan for the New World Order. So come on, man. I'm going down to Nashville. I know it's the music city capital of the world, but God damn it, just outside of it, I know there's a bunch of people with guns, and they got fields, and I want to go out there and shoot little clay discs. So why don't you hook me up? I got it. Here you go. Anybody who hooks me up, takes me out, goes skeet shooting, gets a free, three free DVDs. Say that 10 times fast. For you, your buddy you go hunting with, and your best girlfriend with them Daisy Dukes, motherfucker. I'm serious. I want to learn, okay? Hey, here's my latest fucking conspiracy, that I know they're going to combine this country with fucking Mexico and with Canada. Aside from the fact that they got that creepy commercial about how they have a new enhanced driver's license that'll make it easier to travel between the United States, Canada, and Mexico. Personally, I didn't know that was a problem. I didn't know there was people around here going, you know, I love this country, but I just wish it was easier to go to Canada. God damn it, if I could just go to Mexico a little bit earlier. I mean, easier. This is my big conspiracy. I've noticed lately I'm traveling in airports, and all of a sudden, there's this new software out there called Rosetta Stone, which is, God damn it, I wish I looked it up. I know the Rosetta Stone is some sort of, I don't even know what the fuck it is. Is it something biblical? Is it like the Hope Diamond? I don't know what it is, but basically they took that name, and it is now a software that teaches you a bunch of different languages, okay, which I always thought was cool. I want to learn another language, but nobody in America has ever given a fuck. Now all of a sudden, they're selling these fucking things. I was just getting off at the airport. I can see if you're in New York, if you're in Los Angeles, where you can actually speak Spanish every fucking 3 feet. I get it. Or maybe French or something like that. I don't know, but like, I just got off at the airport here in Indianapolis, and they're selling the Rosetta Stone software. Who the fuck in Indianapolis is clamoring to learn a different language? You know, something's going on. They're putting it in your head, and I'm telling you, if you stick it around, stick it out in front of people long enough, it's like Rubik's Cubes. When you really think about it, was that thing fun? It was kind of like a toy that was fixed, and you spun it 3 times, and then it was broken, and you could never get it fixed again. unless you had an Asian friend who for some reason figured out how to do it. I don't know what it is about those guys. They're just fucking smarter than us. Is that like reverse racist in a way? Because I actually said something fucking... Are you allowed to do that? I know you're not allowed to say something bad straight across about a race of people. Can I say something good? The politically correct police going to come at me? No, that's just as bad because that's offensive to stupid Asian people. It's going to make them feel even more retarded, and we don't want that. Anyways, wow, I am really out here in the heartland right now. You know something? People always say, like, that's the move, man. Start a farm, save your money and that type of shit. But as far as I can tell, these farmers are fucked too. Because they only grow one crop. So what are you going to do? What are you going to grow fucking corn? You know? All right, you grow corn. Then everything goes down. You can't afford food. Even if you got well water on your fucking property. What, do you eat corn every fucking day? At some point, I guess maybe you can go out and shoot a pheasant. You know, this reminds me of a joke I used to do. Wait a minute, the Hall of Fame, Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame. Get the fuck out of here. Jesus Christ, that's going to be the biggest collection of white basketball players with booty shorts in the goddamn country. And you know Larry Bird is their Jesus, and I can't argue with him. Larry Bird. Now was an awful mustache. He had I have a cleft palate mustache. Ah, Jesus, that was mean. But you know what? I actually bought one of those kids a new smile. So I'm able to do that joke. Larry Bird had a fucking 14-year-old white trash mustache when he was like 28. I don't think it ever filled in his entire career. That awful oval face. But God damn it, he could play. He could definitely play. Look at me trashing one of the icons of Boston. Who would have thought? Anyways, I'm going to end this podcast this week with a joke I used to do back in my college days. Because back in college, this is when I used to do all the my college gigs, stand-up gigs, back before I was doing mainly clubs. I used to land at the airports. I get a rent-a-car, you know, grab a couple of CDs, possibly cassette tapes, depending on what point in my career, and I drive across, you know, the farmlands out here in the Midwest, and I ended up getting a joke out of it. And this was the joke. I was like, you know, every time you see farmers on the news, you always see them bitching about how difficult farming is. You know what? I must have driven by 10,000 farms during my stand-up career, and you know what? I've never seen anybody doing shit. The tractor's always parked, cows are standing around. There's absolutely no fucking activity whatsoever. And there's always a big satellite dish. They're in there watching fucking ESPN. And then when the media comes by, they just smear a bunch of dirt on their face. And they're like, oh, my God, there was a typhoon. Joke went something like that. And you know what? Today is no different. I just drove by 40 farms. I have not seen one fucking person. The lights aren't even on. They're in there napping. I don't know. I don't know what they do this time of year. All the crops are cut down. Who the fuck knows? But anyways, here's something out for all the people on MySpace. I would really appreciate it if you would go onto my website, billburr.com, and sign up for my mailing list, because I'm sort of inching my way over to that one more so than the MySpace. I'll still put shit up on MySpace, but I plan to start blogging and all that crap once I get done with this Uninformed tour. A lot of putting some extras on there because, you know, I haven't joined Facebook yet, and I just really don't feel like going over to Facebook and have to add the same 30,000 fucking people that I already have. So if you go to my website, then you know what I mean? And I won't spam you. And plus, you're also able to control what sort of emails you get from me. Like when I said I was going to Nashville, I just emailed people on my Nashville list, okay? So you're not going to get a fucking update from me every week as I have some sort of zany picture trying to utilize the web. This is my once-a-week thing that I do, which I think is a good thing, okay? I usually do it on Mondays. I fuck around. I give you a fucking free audio show. All right? It's a lot more than some of these other cunts out there are doing, right? All right, that's it. That's the Monday morning podcast on a Tuesday. I apologize. I didn't get any cell phone service. So God bless all of you. God bless the United States of America. Fuck the bankers. Please go on the internet and start reading about banking. Please read about it and just read what a fuck over it is. And educate yourself with conspiracy theory that is based in Wikipedia and YouTube videos. It's not all bad, everybody. I don't like this. I'm telling you, man. I don't like internet gets a bad rap. I don't like I like how everything on the internet's a lie, but TV's telling you the truth. Think about the insanity of that, man. That's fucking ridiculous. They're both full of shit, and so am I. So don't even fucking listen to me. Have a good week, and please, if you live anywhere near Nashville, please come out and see me. And that is it. That's it. All right, everybody, have a good week. I said that 15 times. God damn it.